ओके, सो अभी हमने बात करा डिस्टेंस का और डिस्प्लेसमेंट का कि बेसिकली डिस्टेंस और डिस्प्लेसमेंट क्या होता है। डिस्टेंस मतलब जो एक्चुअल पाथ आपने ट्रैवल करा, और डिस्प्लेसमेंट मतलब जो आपकी इनिशियल पोजीशन थी और जो फाइनल पोजीशन है उनके बीच में जो डिफरेंस है, दैट इज द डिस्प्लेसमेंट। ओके, नाउ हम क्योंकि मोशन की बात कर रहे हैं, सो मोशन भी कई प्रकार के होते हैं। देयर आर डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ मोशन। So we will classify the motion in two different classifications, that is uniform and non-uniform motion. Okay, we will classify the motion in two categories, that is uniform and non-uniform motion. Let's understand this concept, what exactly is uniform motion. So first we will understand what is uniform motion. Okay, so let's write the definition and then understand this definition of uniform motion. Uniform motion states that when an object travels equal distances in equal intervals of time, the motion is called uniform motion. Okay, let's try to understand what I have written on the board. Is uniform motion means when an object travels equal distances in equal intervals of time. Okay, equal distances in equal intervals of time, that kind of motion would be known as uniform motion. Okay, so this is the most important point, equal intervals of time, and this is equal distances. Now what does this mean? How we can visualize that, what is meant by equal distances, what is meant by equal intervals of time? Let's see this. Let us say I am driving a car. Let us say I am driving a car from point A. I started my car from point A, and from point A I moved, let's say, to point B, which is 100 kilometers away from me, in 1 hour. Okay, let's say I started from point A and I moved to point B, which is 100 kilometers away from A. Okay, from my position initially I was at A, so I started moving towards B, and in 1 hour I moved to points B. So I will say what I did here, I traveled 100 kilometers in 1 hour. Okay, in 1 hour I traveled 100 kilometers. Then I again started traveling, and finally after this I reached point C, which is again 100 kilometers away from point B, and I traveled this distance in 1 hour. So from B to C, when I moved from B to C, I again traveled for 1 hour and I traveled 100 kilometers. Okay, for 1 hour time I traveled 100 kilometers. Now let's say I again started moving and I again traveled 100 kilometers from point C to D. Let's say this is the point D. I moved from point C to point D, which is 100 kilometers away from point D, and I traveled this distance in, let us say, 1 hour. So in 1 hour, let's say I started moving at 12. मैं दोपहर के 12 बजे let's say I started moving. So 12 बजे से लेके 1 बजे तक, from 12 to 1 I moved this 100 kilometer. Then from 1 to 2 I moved this again 100 kilometers. Then from 2 to 3 I moved this 100 kilometers. So I traveled for total 3 hours. You can see total 3 hours I traveled. In first 1 hour of my travel on my journey is 100 kilometer distance that I traveled. In the second 1 hour, okay, the second slot, in the second time, second spell, we can say second slot, in second slot I again traveled 100 kilometers from point B to C, and again from C to D I traveled 100 kilometers in again 1 hour. So what I can see, that I am traveling equal distances, that is 100, 100 and 100, every time 100 kilometer in equal intervals of time. This is most important, in equal intervals of time. You can see every 1 hour, in every 1 hour I am traveling 100 kilometers distance, okay. In first 1 hour I travelled 100 kilometer from A to B, in second 1 hour I travelled from B to C, that is 100 kilometers, then third 1 hour I travelled 100 kilometers from point C to D. So what I can say that I am travelling equal distances in equal intervals of time. So this kind of motion is known as uniform motion. Okay, I am travelling, I am moving in uniform motion, I am doing a uniform motion. Okay, I am moving, definitely I am moving from point A to point D, but my motion is what? It's a uniform motion. Okay, uniform means similar, एक समान. Okay, it's just like similar throughout. तो एक समान मोशन में कर रहा हूं, हर बार 1 घंटे में 100 किलोमीटर में आगे बढ़ जाता हूं, 100 किलोमीटर में ट्रैवल कर लेता हूं. Okay, similarly if I talk about non uniform motion, if I talk about non uniform motion, so let's first write the definition of non uniform motion. The definition is, if an object travels unequal distances in equal intervals of time. Now understand this definition. If an object travels unequal distances in equal intervals of time. So if I am traveling unequal distances in equal intervals of time, then my motion will said to be a non-uniform motion. Let's understand this. Let's say I am standing at this point A and I started my car and I started moving, and let us say I traveled to point B in 1 hour. Okay, I traveled through my car for 1 hour. Okay, I did a motion for 1 hour and I stopped at point B. Let's say from A to B I traveled, let's say 100 kilometers. Okay, so what I did is I started my car from point A, I moved for 1 hour, I drive to the car for 1 hour and I stopped at point B, which is 100 kilometers away from A. So I will say that I traveled 100 kilometer in this 1 hour. Okay, so my 1 hour is complete. Now from point B I again started my car and again I started moving and I traveled for 1 hour till the point C. Okay, let us say I started moving and I again traveled for 1 hour till the point C. But what I saw is that in this 1 hour from B to C I traveled only 80 kilometers. Okay, I traveled only 80 kilometers. I started my car from point B and I drive till for 1 hour and finally I reached the point C, and after reaching the point C I saw that I only traveled 80 kilometers. Then let's say again I started traveling from point C to point D and I traveled for 1 hour, and here let's say I traveled only 60 kilometers. So just imagine, just try to see the situation. In first 1 hour of my journey I traveled 100 kilometers, in second 1 hour of my journey I traveled 80 kilometers, in the third 1 hour of my journey I traveled 60 kilometers. So I am traveling unequal distances in equal intervals of time. In equal intervals of time I am traveling unequal distances. See, 100 is not equal to 80 and it is not equal to 60. But here also I am traveling for 1 hour, here also it is 1 hour and here also it is 1 hour. So in this kind of motion, my motion is non uniform motion. Okay, my motion is simply non-uniform motion because I am moving unequal distances in equal intervals of time. So how can my motion be uniform? Because uniform motion means equal distances in equal intervals of time. Okay, so this is the definition of non-uniform and uniform motion. Okay, please note down this, then we will discuss the difference between the two very important quantities, that is speed and velocity. Okay, so we defined the concept of uniform and non-uniform motion. Now let us understand very important quantity, that is speed. Okay, we will understand a very important quantity, that is speed. Let's define this term. Let us take an example, and through this example we will understand what is meant by the speed. Okay, so let us say I have to travel from point A to, let's say, point B. Okay, I have to travel from point A to point B. Now there is a person, let us say X. Let's say the total distance between point A to point B is, let's say, 100 kilometers. Let's say 100 kilometer is the total distance between point A and point B, and there is a person X who travelled this 100 kilometers in, let's say, 2 hours. Okay, what X did? X travelled this complete distance from A to point B in 2 hours. Okay, A travelled this complete distance in 2 hours. Similarly, there is a person, let us say Y. Y travelled this complete distance in, let's say, 4 hours. So the same distance, that is going from point A to point B, X took only 2 hours to go, while Y took 4 hours to go from point A to B. Similarly, let's say there is a person Z. Okay, let's say Z is another person, and Z took, let's say, 5 hours to travel from point A to B. So what you can find is all the three persons, all these three X, Y and Z are travelling from point A to point B, but the time taken by X is 2 hours, time taken by Y is 4 hours, and time taken by Z is 5 hours. So try to understand, they all are travelling same distance of 100 kilometers. Okay, all the three are travelling 100 kilometers only, but X took less time compared to Y. Okay, X is taking only 2 hours while Y takes 4 hours. So what I can say, if I compare X and Y, I will say X is faster than Y. Okay, I will say X travels faster than Y. X speed is more. Okay, X is traveling fast compared to Y. Similarly, if I compare Y and Z, you can see complete distance travelled by Y is in 4 hours and complete distance travelled by Z is in 5 hours. So Y travelled 100 kilometers in 4 hours while Z took 5 hours to travel the same distance. So what I can say, that Y is faster than Z. Okay, Y travels fast compared to Z. Now compare X and Z. You can see X took 2 hours to complete this journey while Y took 5 hours to complete this journey, the same distance, but X took 2 hours while Z took 5 hours. So who is traveling faster? I will say X travels faster because he is taking less time to complete the same distance. To complete the same distance, X is taking less time compared to Z. So I can say X is faster than Z, or in other terms I can say Z is slower than x and as well as y. X is this z is traveling slower compared to x and y. Okay. So all these three persons, what I am doing is I am comparing their speed. Okay. I am comparing their speed. Speed means what? Speed means, speed is defined as, speed is basically, speed is the distance traveled per unit of time. Okay, speed is defined as the distance traveled per unit of time. Okay, this is the definition of speed, distance traveled per unit of time. So mathematically I will write speed is equals to distance upon time. Okay, mathematically I will write speed is equals to distance upon time. Now what is the unit of this distance? The unit of this distance is meters. See, unit of distance we know it is meters, it is kilometers, it is miles, and there are various units, but there is a standard for the unit. For example, standard if we talk about, so in your school the standard is that you have to wear a particular color of uniform. Okay, your uniform is a standard uniform which is followed by all the students. Okay, in similar way in physics also we have some standards that if we write distance, so then we have to use the unit of this distance as meters. Okay, this meters is known as the SI unit, Standard International. Okay, it's a French word but I am pronouncing it as Standard International. SI unit of S and then I, SI unit of distance. This meters, M represents meters and meter is SI unit of distance. You can remember this. Okay. Similarly, if we talk about time, the unit of time is seconds. Okay, SEC, seconds. So seconds is basically SI unit of time. The Standard International, SI is a system of unit. Okay, it's a standard unit that wherever you are using distance or wherever you are using this time, you have to use its unit as meters and time as seconds. So this is the SI unit of these two quantities. SI unit, Standard International Unit. Okay, it's a French word. It's like some Standard Internationale. Okay, but we will write it as Standard International, that is SI in simple terms I will say. So SI unit is meters and SI unit is seconds. So from here unit of speed becomes meters per second. Okay, so unit of speed becomes meters per second. So if I talk about 1 meter per second, so what does 1 meter per second represents? 1 meter per second means if an object travels 1 meter distance in 1 second, then its speed will be known as, then its speed is 1 meters per second. Okay, see what is 1 meter per second? 1 meter per second means if an object is traveling 1 meter in every 1 second. Okay, in every 1 second he is traveling 1 meters. In that case his speed will be known as 1 meters per second. Okay, so unit of speed is meters per second. So that's why this in the definition of speed is distance traveled per unit of time. That in how much, that is how much distance is traveled in 1 unit of time. 1 unit of time means in 1 second. In 1 second how much distance is traveled. So if I write the speed as 10 meters per second, if some object is traveling at 10 meters per second. So what does this 10 meter per second represent? That whatever the object is traveling, that object is traveling 10 meters in every 1 second. So whenever the clock moves 1 second, that object has traveled 10 meters. Okay. For every other 1 second, again it has traveled 10 meters. Okay. So in this way, 10 meters per second means 10 meters in every 1 second. Every unit of time, every 1 second, that object is traveling 10 meters. Okay. And since distance, we know the distance, the unit of distance that we are using commonly is kilometers. Okay. So distance can also be in kilometers. It can also be in kilometers, and time can also be in hours. Time can also be in hours. So the unit of speed can also be kilometers per hour. Okay, speed, in the unit of speed we can say it is kilometers per hour, no problem. We can say it in kilometers per hour, or we can write meter per second. It do not matter, it is just the speed. Okay. So if I say the speed of an object is 1 kilometers per hour, so what does this represent? That 1 kilometer per hour means the object is traveling 1 kilometer in every 1 hour. Okay, in every 1 hour this object is traveling 1 kilometer. If I write the speed as, let us say, 10 kilometers per hour, so what does this mean? It means that object is traveling 10 kilometers in every 1 hour. So for 1 hour he travelled 10 kilometers, then again for next 1 hour he again travelled 10 kilometers, then again for next 1 hour he again travelled 10 kilometers. So in this way the object is travelling 10 kilometers in every 1 hour. So its speed will be known as 10 kilometers per hour. Okay. Now if I say 1 kilometer per hour, we should understand how to convert meter per second and kilometer per hour to each other. Okay, into each other. See, 1 kilometer per hour can be written as 1000 meters. Why it is written? Because 1 kilometer means 1000 meters and 1 hour means 3600 seconds. So 1 hour can be written as 3600 seconds. So I can say, when I solve this, it will come out to be 5 upon 18 meters per second. So this is a very important relation, that 1 kilometer per hour is basically 5 upon 18 meters per second. 5 upon 18 meters per second. So if I want to convert from kilometers per hour to meters per second, if I want to go from kilometer per hour to meters per second, if I want to convert the speed from kilometer per hour to meter per second, what I can do, I can simply multiply it by 5 by 18. I simply will multiply by 5 by 18 and I will get the unit of kilometer per hour as meters per second. Okay. And if I want to go other way, if I want to convert the speed from meter per second to kilometer per hour, I will multiply by 18 by 5. So if you multiply the speed by 18 by 5, the speed which is in meters per second, it will get converted to kilometers per hour. For example, let's say my speed is 18 kilometers per hour. Okay, let us assume my speed is 18 kilometers per hour. Now I want to convert the speed into, let's say, meters per second, in meters per second. So currently I have the speed in kilometers per hour. To convert it into meter per second, what I have to do? I have to follow this path. This path says multiply this speed by 5 by 18 to get meter per second. So this 18, if I multiply this by 5 by 18, I can see 18 and 18 will get cancelled and it will come out to be 5 meters per second. So the speed of 18 kilometers per hour or 5 meters per second are one and the same thing. If I say an object is travelling 5 meters in 1 second, or if I say an object is travelling 18 kilometers in 1 hour, both are same thing. Okay, there is no difference between the two, only the difference is the units that I am using. Okay, the unit is the basic difference between the two, otherwise there is no such difference available. Okay, so this is how the speed is defined. First you note this, then we will continue the speed and we will introduce one more topic, one more thing, that is velocity. Okay, first you note this. Okay, so we understood basically what exactly is the speed means. Okay, the definition of speed. Now some properties of speed, some important point regarding the speed. Speed is a scalar quantity. Okay, speed is what? Speed is basically a scalar quantity. Scalar quantity means only those quantities which has only magnitude but no direction. So similarly for speed I will say only magnitude, okay, but no direction. There is no direction for speed. If I am talking about speed, I will never talk about direction. Okay, and what is magnitude? We understood this concept. Magnitude means a numerical value which measures a quantity, okay, which represent the measurement of a quantity. As I told you that time, 50 km per hour, 30 km per hour, these are the speed which has same unit but magnitude is different. Okay, so here also I will say the speed means it's a scalar quantity in which we do not deal with the magnitude, direction. There is no importance of direction when we are talking about speed. Okay, so we have some important point here, that is the concept of uniform speed. Okay, now what is uniform speed? Uniform speed means if an object travels equal distances in equal interval of time, then the speed would be uniform. Okay, then the speed would be uniform. Now what exactly this meant? This means that if an object is traveling equal distances in equal intervals of time, distances mean in equal intervals of time. For example, an object is traveling, let's say from point A, it traveled to point B, and let's say it traveled 100 kilometers in 1 hour. Okay, let's say this object traveled from point A to point B, that is 100 kilometers in 1 hour. So how we define the speed? Speed is basically distance upon time. Okay, speed is basically distance upon time. So if I ask you what is the speed of this object here, the speed of this object is 100 upon 1, that is speed is equals to 100 upon 1, that is 100 kilometers per hour. This is the speed of the object which is traveling from point A to point B. Okay, now if an object travels from point B to, let us say, point C, and which is again 100 kilometers, and again he is traveling for 1 hour. So what you can see, again this object traveled for 100 kilometer and traveled the 100 kilometer in again 1 hour. So if I talk about the speed between point B and C, I can say here also the speed is equals to 100 upon 1, that is 100 kilometers per hour. So what you can see, the object is traveling equal distances, that is 100 kilometers in equal intervals of time, that is 1 hour and 1 hour. So I will say the speed, I can see here also in this distance, in this path from A to B, the speed was 100 kilometers per hour, and from path B to C again the speed is 100 kilometers per hour. So speed is not getting changed, there is no change in the speed. He is traveling by same speed, he is traveling by constant speed. That speed is known as the uniform speed. Okay, so uniform speed means constant speed, that my speed is not getting changed. I am traveling with the same speed. For example, I am continuously traveling with, let us say, 60 kilometers per hour. If I am traveling with 60 kilometers per hour, what does this mean? In 1 hour, I will travel 60 kilometers. Okay, in 1 hour. Then again in next 1 hour, I will travel again 60 kilometers. Then again in next 1 hour, I will travel again 60 kilometers. Then again in next 1 hour, I will travel 60 kilometers again. And so on. Means every time in every 1 hour, I am traveling 60 kilometers. So what I can say, I am traveling equal distances in equal intervals of time. So since I am traveling equal distances in equal intervals of time, my speed is said to be uniform speed. My speed is said to be a constant speed. I am traveling by a constant speed, I am traveling by a uniform speed. Okay. Similarly, there is a concept of non-uniform speed. It is just similar to uniform and non-uniform motion. Okay. So non-uniform speed means distance, unequal distance is travelled in equal intervals of time. Okay. So unequal distances is travelled in equal intervals of time. In that case, I will say my speed is non-uniform. It's very simple. For example, if I travel by 60 kilometers per hour, okay, so from A to B I will travel 60 kilometers in 1 hour. Let's say I traveled from A to B, okay, let's say I traveled from A to B for 1 hour and I traveled 60 kilometers in this particular journey. Okay, for this 1 hour I traveled 60 kilometers. So in the next 1 hour what will happen? Let's say from B to C I traveled again for 1 hour, but this time I traveled only 50 kilometers per hour. No, sorry, only 50 kilometers. So what you can see, in first 1 hour I traveled 60, that's okay, but in next 1 hour I traveled 50 kilometers. So what is happening? My time interval is same. Here is also 1 hour, here it is also 1 hour, but my distance traveled is different. Here I am traveling 60 kilometers, but here I am traveling only 50 kilometers. So what is happening? I am traveling unequal distances. 60 and 50 are not equal. So unequal distances in equal intervals of time. Here it is 1 hour, here it is 1 hour. So in this particular journey, my speed was 60 kilometers per hour, and in this particular journey from B to C, my speed becomes 50 kilometers per hour. So what it is said, that I am traveling with different speed. So I will say non-uniform speed means variable speed. Non-uniform speed simply signifies variable speed. This is the concept of non-uniform speed. Okay, that is the variable speed. So this is how you can define the speed. This is the concept of speed, and there is one more point. Let us write it here. That is the concept of average speed. The concept of average speed, it's a very simple concept. Average speed means, average speed is simply total distance upon total time. Average speed is very simple concept. It simply means total distance upon total time. For example, in this journey from A to C, I calculated 60 km per hour as speed for this part and 50 km per hour as speed for this part. But if I want to know average speed, that what is the total speed of mine from point A to C, I can see the average speed is given by total distance upon total time. So total distance that I traveled is 60 plus 50, so total distance is 110 kilometers per hour. So here I will write 110 kilometers per hour, sorry 110 kilometers upon total time I took to travel this distance is 1 hour plus 1 hour, that is 2 hours. So this will come out to be 55 kilometers per hour. Now the most important thing is here, see, from A to B I travelled with the speed of 60 kilometers per hour. From B to C I travelled with the speed of 50 kilometers per hour. But my average speed comes out to be 55 kilometers per hour. So what does this average speed means? Average speed means that if I travel complete journey with this speed, 55 kilometers per hour, I would have reached my destination in 2 hours only. But here what I did, first I travelled by 60 and then I travelled by 50. But instead of doing this, if I travel my complete journey with the speed of 55, I will reach in the same time. Okay. For example, you say that the distance between your home and your school is, let us say you say 10 minutes. So what does this 10 minutes you say? You say that if you travel from your home to school, you will reach your school within 10 minutes. No matter how fast or how slow you are traveling in this way. Okay. Whenever there is a crowded place, you slow down your bicycle. Whenever there is an open, you speed up your bicycle. So on an average you reach your school in 10 minutes. Okay, this is the simple meaning, that on an average you reach your school in 10 minutes, and in between those you are not traveling with the same speed. When there is a crowded place, you slow down your bicycle. When there is an open, you speed up your bicycle. But on an average your speed comes out to be something. So here also 55 km per hour represents that if I travel on an average, the speed that I took in this journey is 55 kilometers per hour. Okay, it doesn't mean that I traveled through 55. Okay, please remember this. This speed do not represent the speed by which I am traveling. This is just an average speed. This is a concept. Okay, this is just a concept. Actually, I am traveling by 60 for 1 hour and then I am traveling by 50 for next hour. So it doesn't mean that average speed is the speed by which I am actually traveling. It is just a concept. Okay, this is just a concept. So this completes our discussion on speed. Now we will discuss the concept of velocity. Velocity means when speed is mixed with direction. When we put direction with the speed, we come out to be a new term which is velocity. Okay, so first note this, then we will continue.